Brightest blessings, everyone. Psychic medium Elizabeth Grove, the Paranormal Priestess. Welcome to the Paranormal Priestess YouTube channel, and thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all of you being here, and if you are new to the channel, my name is Elizabeth. I am a medium, divine channeler, remote spirit extractor specialist, white witch and divine alchemist, and I also happen to be a divine twin flame on the path to reunion. For those of you who have subscribed to the channel, thank you so much, and for those of you who are new, maybe you'll think about subscribing. But I have to say, those of you who have been leaving comments, who've been sharing your stories with me, have been letting me know how these videos have been clarifying for you, even those of you who have left synchronicities and your love for 9-inch nails, if you saw the last video, you know what that means. It's just been awesome. I really have to say thank you for allowing me to be me and seeing me and allowing me to do this work, on purpose, be in my mission, and I hope that I'm inspiring it in you as well. This particular video is really going to be centered on karma. And we've been talking about this, and for those of you who are light workers, advanced souls, twin flames, you understand hopefully what that means in terms of karma. That karma is lessons between people. That's all it is. I know a lot of people, they hear karma and sometimes they get really nervous. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. I know that those who are on twin flame journeys, a lot of times they're worried about their partner still being within a karmic partnership, a karmic marriage, a karmic contract. And I have to say, you know what? It's definitely not worth the negativity or worth the energy of negativity by worrying about it. It's really not. We are closing down karma on this planet very, very quickly now. So this last month of the year is one of the most powerful months I really believe that humanity has ever experienced. This 2020 year has been very, very difficult for all of us to be able to get through so much, and left a lot of people just wondering what's going to happen. The uncertainty really scaring people. Really having a lot of the exposure of the manipulations and the control and distortions of power that have been going on the planet, but now we're understanding more about that and breaking away from the matrix and really stepping into our own perception of reality, our own creator manifestor abilities. So those are really beautiful, powerful things. The end of this month is truly about bringing in as much of that unity energy, and really being able to anchor that energy in and really become that unity consciousness, basically. So getting in as much as possible, bringing it in, staying in that higher vibe as much as possible. So I just want to let you know as to what's been coming up in my readings. For those of you, especially who are twin flames, advanced souls. So there's always that concern, as I said, about karmic partnerships. And I have to tell you that those karmic partnerships have been absolutely ending. So whether or not the physical measures have been taken to end those partnerships, they have been ending because that karmic healing, the healing of the past, has been happening. So Archangel Michael, who was always with me, he's been showing me a lot of the scales and balancing the scales and a lot of the ending of contracts. And it's just about being able to step into that confidence and that bravery and that courage to be able to take the physical actions to do what's best, what's in the highest good. So karma, we can have karma with people, right, from other lifetimes, and often that is what it is that we have to go through lessons. So if we don't learn our lessons in certain lifetimes, we come back, we reincarnate, and we keep trying to learn that lesson so we can get through that lesson and get out of that cycle of karma. It's about exiting that cycle of karma so that way we don't have that density within us any longer. We're not carrying that. That means our vibe can go up, our frequency can go up, we can open up doors where we can attract to us this wonderful, beautiful, positive, fulfilling, abundant reality, which is what we all truly want. In my readings, what I have been getting is that even though some karmic partnerships may have ended, even if they have ended physically, that is, let's just say that that has taken place and those choices were made, it doesn't always mean that the that energy has been healed from it, or those emotions have been healed from it. It doesn't often mean that everything is completely done, like the door is firmly closed. So it's important to realize that. So even though someone might be out of a karmic marriage, they might have gotten divorced, or they might have gone through a breakup, it doesn't mean that that other person's energy is not present. Maybe there's cords there. It doesn't mean that that karma is completely done. So maybe that physical contract, okay, that's over, but there's still more clearing to do. There's still more beliefs to heal from, to clear from, more stories to clear. And I'm really getting a lot of that. So it's something to keep in mind. Ask yourself, what did this truly bring me? What did this connection with this person really bring to me? What did it mirror back to me about myself? Now, I'm getting a lot of the themes here with, and I have been lately, with control and power imbalances. And it's important to understand that we are now exiting out of extreme polarization, or living in extremities, or living in chaos and things like that. So that's something to think about too, as if to ask yourself, well, the connection that I was in, did I give my power away a lot? Was there an imbalance there? Did someone perhaps suppress my power? Were we workaholics and we kept on working and working and working and didn't make time for each other? Those sorts of things. Were there actual addictions? Was it addiction to sex there that was a lesson there? Was it addiction to alcohol, or addiction to drugs? Addiction to material things? It's important to know that, and to realize too that these issues a lot of times carry over, not only just from our parents, but it carries over from other lifetimes too, where there would have been extremities, or maybe there would have been addictions, or if you were in a connection which was very abusive, perhaps you were the abuser in another lifetime, and in this lifetime you got abused by the karmic partner, and it was a way of balancing the scales. Perhaps there was betrayal in another lifetime, and maybe in this lifetime there was betrayal again with a karmic partner, and perhaps there was betrayal maybe with your twin, right? Maybe you're still going through, cleaning up karma, because we have karmic lessons with our twins as well. That it's all about whatever has been limiting us, to be able to realize, be conscious of that, and to be able to clear that out and end that conflict, to balance those scales. And the solar eclipse energy, the solar eclipse energy in Sagittarius and new moon, the energies that are coming up, you're watching this in real time, I'm having on the 14th, coming in very, very strongly, and it's going to close out a lot of those behaviors, a lot of those thought patterns, a lot of those stories, a lot of what has been a karmic cycle. And it's for yourself. If you're still with a karmic partner, physically, that will be impacted. If you're no longer with a karmic partner, you may still have some issues, you may still have some blockages, you may still have healing to do from that. Okay, you may be divorced for a number of years, and there was still a pattern that resided there. There was something that was still there where you were operating from that, and now it's time to heal that. Now it's time, it's going to be burnt away with fire. It's going to be transmuted. Excuse me, I've been having a lot of congestion with the current energies, so let me know down below if you guys have been experiencing a lot of congestion. So I'm doing the best I can, so thank you so much for hanging in with me. I'm going to take a drink of water. So I have to really, really say that it's now time to understand the connections. If you are going through patterns and you are going through addictive tendencies, if you're going through even illnesses, physical illnesses, it's to realize now what the root causes are. And these particular closures, the portals will bring those up. For example, I had a really huge breakthrough today. And I got to realize a lot of the connections of what was blocking me, and realizing that it was an attitude, it was perception, it was a belief that was coming from other lifetimes. Just being the particular kind of strong soul that I am, one who is so much about I can survive through anything. And I got to realize about a lot of the damaging types of beliefs that I had in other lifetimes, which it had me achieve a lot of enlightenment, but it also brought a lot of misery and suffering. And so I had to really understand what those thought patterns have been and how they still play out today. And I did get to realize that. And so it was a big breakthrough there. And hence that was a closing down of a karmic cycle where I was clearing that out and stepping into my power, saying, I do not choose to think this way any longer. I do not choose to believe this way any longer. So it's really big things like that. So see how that applies to you. Maybe you're going through some illnesses. Maybe you're going through chronic illness or disease or whatever it is. And maybe you've tried a lot of different things and thinking to yourself, well, I don't really know how this connects, and maybe there's something within the lifetime or lifetimes where it absolutely does start there. Remember that it's all about our emotional energy that creates our physical reality, and that emotional energy is based on our thoughts. So I know there are a lot of people out there who go through illness, not feeling well, going through symptoms and things. And the thing is with the ascension symptoms that it's bringing up all of those toxins, the emotional, the mental, and hence those physical symptoms. And our body's turning into liquid light, basically. It's not tolerating those lower dense frequencies any longer. So we're having to look at these connections. We're having to realize what these karmic cycles are so that we can work through, we can take accountability, we can forgive ourselves and others, we can have gratitude, which is all in the Ho'oponopono. So if those of you who are looking for a tool to work with, I have a couple of tools for you. One of them is the Ho'oponopono prayer, Hawaiian prayer. I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you. This is great to do with your own self. It's great to do with others. And it's a really great way of just getting through conflict, healing conflict. And it works on the subconscious, the conscious level, and also other lifetimes too. So it's really amazing tool. And the other one's the violet flame, which I often talk about, working with the seventh ray, the Holy Spirit, to purify energy with that beautiful violet flame. And it's purifying karma, it's purifying negative energy, turning it into positive energy. Think turning lead into gold. So for those of you who are looking for a couple of tools, these are great ones. So, you know what, I have to say that we're in these times where we're putting all of this together. And so if you are, here's an example, if you're someone who is still fearing commitment, if you're fearing that someone is going to betray you, it's really important to understand, where these thought patterns come from. If you're feeling undeserving or feeling unworthy of whatever it is that you desire in your life, to realize that now it's time to take your power back, and that these particular thought patterns and their beliefs, they may not have only started here. It may be something that you have experienced in other lifetimes, that you carried it with you. It's been imprinted. You have those trapped memories still. Okay, you're still carrying that with you. You're still operating from that. So it's good to put this all together and to realize that. When you're doing your healing, what I often recommend to people is that you're clearing certain themes, you're clearing certain blockages, and that you're not forgetting to mention that you're clearing it throughout all dimensions and all timelines, all lifetimes where this began, getting all the way to the root cause. So we're working now towards a really balancing where we're now working towards being able to create this well, yes, unconditional, but we're neutralizing a lot so that way we are in this balanced state, that we're not going from one extreme polarization to another extreme polarization. So we're learning how to do that. So a lot of times it's about looking at, where in my life have I been over controlling, or I have given my power away, or I have overpowered. Where have I perhaps overworked myself, overstressed myself, all of those sorts of things. And it's certainly really, really important to look at that and to realize that we're stepping into a space now where we can create that balance. We're stepping into a space where we're clearing out the old karma, right? Or transmuting the karma, and we're letting in that unity energy, so that way we can really anchor that unified consciousness. So what I would really like to say to you that if you are holding on, if you're holding on to any type of resentment, any type of regret, any type of guilt, angers, all of that, if you're holding on to that, whether it's towards your twin flame partner, whether it's towards family members, whether it's towards your karmic in the present or your karmic that's in the past, which is still playing out in your energy, if you have not forgiven yourself, if you're still angry at your own self, if you're still having that conflict, if you've disassociated yourself with your own self in any sort of way, even with your physical body, now is the time to really work through that and be able to release it. And the solar eclipse and new moon is going to help you to close that down, to release it. And where there are karmic tyings there, karmic lessons there, it's going to make itself aware. You're going to know. And it's really important that we do, so that way we don't have to keep on going through the same types of lessons and attract the same types of people. We don't have to go through that same toxicity over and over and over again. So, we have the karma from past lives, but also, there's the creation of karma in this lifetime too, where we have to work through those lessons. So, it's not about viewing ourselves as stuck, but it's just viewing ourselves as just being very, very present with ourselves, really tuning in, seeing what's going on, and doing the inner work, really doing the inner work, and realizing that this does not serve me any longer. These feelings, this stress, these negative emotions do not serve me. Whoever has done you wrong, whoever has betrayed you, whoever has deceived you, whoever has abused you, whatever it is, it's for us to be like that Christ energy and to forgive and to send love. And it doesn't mean that what that person did was a great thing, okay? It doesn't mean that, but it's just the realization that I'm not going to carry this, and this is something that this other soul has been going through. And, sometimes it's not about restoring a relationship in the physical, but it's just about healing and not carrying it, and sending love and sending light to that person while still setting your boundaries and saying, okay, well, I wish you well, far and away from me, but I am not willing, I choose not to carry this any longer. I only retain the lessons of growth from it. Right? And that really does help so much when it comes to karma. What I would like to do actually is I would like to do a light language transmission that is clearing karma, helping us to let go, to clear out people and cords and other people's energies that are in our fields and all of that that doesn't serve us. Help to clean the slate. And with this particular light language, I do believe it's going to be really powerful, especially for this new moon solstice, to become aware of what work you still need. What are you still holding on to? What pattern are you still going through? What pattern is your beloved still going through with you? And this is going to help to bring that clarity, help you to process those emotions and release them so you can close out, those karmic cycles, and will be better prepared to receive this beautiful high vibrational energy in December 21st, because December 21st is coming quick, guys, and it's going to be really powerful. And that timeline split, that ascension split between who's in this positive vibe and going with that, and then who's being really dragged down in the mud and staying in the ego and the lower energy, it's going to be really very obvious there. So we want to really use this solstice to our best benefit. So all you need to do for this is to set the intention that you are to receive it. And I'm going to channel the best light language transmission, sound frequency, cosmic frequency, that's going to help you to clear karma and karmic cycles, clear karmic people, clear cords, other people, and whoever else or whatever else is in your energy field, other people's energies pretty much, and be able to be a lot more able to be that conduit of love and light on this planet, and we need you to be that. All right, so let's see what we have. Aya kya dre ne kanya o so ki ne me ani ka drishtia onko ya ke der ki asa sakia mi ate shendriza o droshia o drosaki ka ne ka me ani ade ki si mi otro ko ya mia aya ya ke dre sakara shindere se sai onro ke ra ka ne shikadra samoya kanya si etre onro ko ya nya kare shie nie sakya Ondro que pecani cari si que nereshitria. O anea cacani que edriania shusota que atikia. Oto koya kaya kisake me atia shikere sake. Ere kaya sukudo no kodia bani karashara. Ondo kosike ne ke anegane ke rishin. Odro drishikadrasaka mekaniakia indrisiki indrishikadrakaya kayaraga ondro kikadresikadrisi ondo kikania atakesikania ondro sokoya ondro koria eshisia ondro kakia akia karekia rasekaya ondro kokishie isinemalaya dikenra. So here we go. Some of you could be experiencing some tingling, electric, some heat, especially in certain chakras. And this was really all about being able to close those doors in the past and clear out those energies that are attached that no longer serve, to clear out, close out those karmic cycles, the karmic relationships, all of that. Have us become aware, have us process and release, have us step into our power. to be able to move forward in our path. That's what I really got from that one. So let me know how that went for you guys, and I would definitely take this video, go a little bit deeper as to how you are receiving, what messages are you receiving in regards to karmic cycles? What are the thought patterns that you have been carrying for some time? How are you stopping yourself? How are you sabotaging your own creating, your own manifesting? How are you giving your power away? How have you given your power away? What are those connections? How are you limiting yourself with what you can achieve, with what you're able to attract? Remember, you have the power within you, with your mind, to change it all. Really, you really do. You have that power. And we're really being called very strongly to use that power. And for those of you who are on the twin flame journey, who are advanced souls, it truly is about being able to be that unified consciousness, to be that master. So remember, you're not a victim. You truly are a sovereign being who is a creator and manifester, and a way shower and a leader for the rest of the planet. Thank you so much for listening. And remember, from the brightest blessings to you all, and from the heart of the darkness is born the light. And thank you all. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.